Heath Ledger had been a familiar face in Hollywood for almost a decade when he landed his most iconic role in The Dark Knight, but tragically, he didn't live to see its release. The posthumous Oscar winner's untimely death at 28 sent shockwaves through Hollywood. After his breakout role in the 1999 romantic comedy 10 Things I Hate About You, Heath Ledger became a hot commodity in the film industry. His movies A Knight's Tale, Lords of Dogtown, and Brokeback Mountain received plenty of love from audiences, with the latter earning him his first Academy Award nomination. With an upcoming role as the Joker in the next Batman movie, Ledger was at the height of his fame when tragedy struck.
Late today, the body of one-time Oscar nominee Heath Ledger was found in New York.
According to Reuters, on January 22, 2008, Ledger was found face down and naked on the floor of his New York apartment. Some early reports speculated that he had suffered an overdose, as pills were discovered nearby, but no official cause of death had been released at that time. President George W. Bush even postponed an event marking the launch of an ad campaign aimed at preventing prescription drug abuse, according to WFLX. It was eventually revealed a few weeks later that Ledger died of a seemingly accidental overdose of prescription medication. A final autopsy showed that he had been taking painkillers and antidepressant drugs, according to The Guardian. The spokesperson for the New York City Medical Examiner said in a statement, Heath Ledger died as the result of acute intoxication by the combined effects of oxycodone, hydrocodone, diazepam, temazepam, alprazolam, and doxylamine. The actor had reportedly turned to drugs to cope with insomnia and stress in the month preceding his death. There were 2 relevant calls made to emergency services on the day Heath Ledger died. His housekeeper, who found him in the apartment when he was possibly still alive, made the first one. The second was made by his masseuse, who discovered him unresponsive when she arrived to provide massage therapy for him that day. However, the revelation of what happened in the hours after his death raised a lot of speculation, and even some suspicion surrounding a famous actress. On January 22, 2008, Ledger's housekeeper arrived at his apartment in the early afternoon. She went into his bedroom's bathroom to change a light and observed that Ledger was under the covers, sleeping face down and snoring. Almost 2 hours later, his masseuse arrived for the appointment. When she realized he never came out of his room, she went into his bedroom and discovered that he wasn't responding to her nudges and calls. Before she called 911, though, she contacted someone else, Mary-Kate Olsen, Ledger's friend and rumored romantic partner of his. According to CNN, the masseuse made 3 calls to Olsen, who said that she was deploying her private services to the apartment. After her last call to Olsen, the masseuse then dialed 911. No one knew at the time what had caused Heath Ledger to become unresponsive, but an emergency team eventually arrived at his apartment to provide assistance. They allegedly got there at the same moment Mary-Kate Olsen's private service team also got there, according to WFLX. Medical technicians spent about 30 minutes attempting to revive Ledger, but he never showed or regained any sign of consciousness. At that point, he was declared dead. Investigators purportedly found a $20 bill in Ledger's apartment, with residue speculated to be an illegal substance. But nothing concrete was determined at the time. While there were also several pill bottles located in Ledger's bedroom and bathroom, these medications were believed to be prescribed for health issues.
There was no criminality. Of course, we have to wait for the toxicology report. That could be as long as 10 days.
It was later revealed that a combination of these drugs ultimately cost Ledger his life, per the Los Angeles Times. During his years in Hollywood, Heath Ledger had become acquainted with a number of A-list actors, and all of them were shocked and saddened when they heard the tragic news. Mel Gibson, who cast him in the 2000 historical drama The Patriot, said that he had been optimistic about Ledger's young but thriving career. He elaborated, "I had such great hope for him. He was just taking off, and to lose his life at such a young age is a tragic loss. My thoughts and prayers are with him and his family." Fellow Australian Nicole Kidman was also devastated. She stated, "What a tragedy. My heart goes out to his family." Ledger had completed filming The Dark Knight only a few weeks before his passing, and Warner Brothers released a statement expressing sorrow about the loss. It read in part, "The studio is stunned and devastated by this tragic news. The entertainment community has lost an enormous talent. Heath was a brilliant actor and an exceptional person. Our hearts go out to his family and friends." Outside of his acting career, Ledger apparently lived a normal life. Some people who saw him every day didn't even know he was a star. The superintendent of his apartment building revealed, "He was a very simple guy. You wouldn't know he was an actor unless you saw him on TV." After Ledger's death was reported, it was only a matter of time before crowds of his fans gathered outside his apartment building in New York City's Soho neighborhood to mourn the actor's death. According to Reuters, hundreds were already there when paramedics rolled out Ledger's body on a stretcher into an ambulance. One witness admitted, "I feel a bit silly being one of the ones gawking, but it's horribly sad. In Brokeback Mountain, it was one of the first times I was moved by an actor of my own generation." Another told the New York Times, "It felt like we had just seen an assassination, like Anna Nicole all over again, just a chaotic circus." Fans also began to lay flowers and pictures of the actor for a makeshift memorial outside the building, located at 421 Broome Street. Several miles away at his former home in Boerum Hill, Brooklyn, more fans gathered to leave behind a memorial of their own. Fans continued to leave behind messages of remembrance for the actor in the days and weeks after his death. To this day, Ledger is remembered for his moving performances and unforgettable smile. If you or anyone you know needs help with addiction issues, help is available. Visit the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration website or contact SAMHSA's National Helpline at 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-4357.